Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Speak English fluently using a unique approach called the natural practice method, which combines listening, reading, and vocabulary learning in every lesson.
That's right. And when you're learning new vocabulary, context is just so important.
Yeah.
It's not really enough just to know the definition, is it? You need to hear the words used naturally. So before we kind of dive into the specific vocabulary, let's listen to the text once through.
Mental toughness. Mental toughness means staying strong in difficult situations. Life brings many challenges, but with courage and resilience, people can keep moving forward. A tough mind helps you face fear, stress, and even adversity. To build toughness, you need discipline and patience. Success does not come in one day. It takes time, hard work, and determination. People with a strong mindset show perseverance when others give up. Another part of toughness is optimism. Believing that tomorrow can be better gives you the energy to continue. Along with this, focus helps you stay on your path without being distracted. In the end, mental toughness is not about being perfect. It is about progress, endurance, and the ability to rise again after every fall. With strength and confidence, anyone can develop this power.
Okay, welcome back.
That article is really focused. And the title itself, Mental Toughness. What exactly is mental toughness?
Right. Well, mental toughness basically means staying strong in difficult situations. It's not really about being physically strong. It's more the strength inside your mind.
Okay.
That strength that allows you to face life's challenges, which are, inevitable without breaking down, without just quitting.
I like that definition. It's practical, something you can, use straight away. And if we think about learning English, for example, we definitely need this kind of strength. She showed great mental toughness after failing her first English exam, but trying again and passing the next week. She didn't just give up.
That's a perfect example, yeah. Or if we think more broadly, we could say to finish a long project, maybe at work or school, you absolutely need mental toughness. It's about keeping going, isn't it? Even when you feel like you've got nothing left.
And it's interesting how the text sort of breaks this down further. It mentions that this toughness needs both courage and resilience.
Right.
Courage to face the fear and resilience.
Right.
Well, that's about bouncing back, right? Recovering quickly.
Exactly. And together, they help people keep moving forward even when they're feeling stressed or under pressure.
That connection, courage, and mental strength seems really fundamental.
It is. You can't really be mentally tough if you always avoid the hard stuff.
True.
You kind of have to step into the challenge, knowing it might be difficult, knowing you might even fail, but choosing to try anyway.
Well said. Okay, so talking about those hard things, let's look at a specific word from the text. It seems linked to major challenges. Adversity.
Adversity. Yes. Adversity is basically a difficult or, a very unlucky situation. Think of it as a serious challenge or hardship. It's what the text means when it says we have to face fear, stress, and even adversity.
So it's quite a strong word then.
Yeah, it usually refers to something significant, a real setback, maybe something that lasts a while.
That makes sense. It sounds quite formal, maybe more powerful than just saying a problem, for example. The small company overcame great adversity, like maybe a fire in a recession, to stay open. They faced really serious difficulties.
Exactly. And it's a good word to use if you want your English to sound a bit more sophisticated, perhaps, in writing. Another example might be, we often find that we learn the most important life lessons when we face adversity. Those really tough moments are the ones that often shape us the most.
Yeah, I can see that. Okay, so if adversity is the external challenge, let's shift to the internal stuff we need. The text says you need discipline to build toughness. What does discipline mean here in this context of, building a strong mind?
Right. Discipline, it's essentially self-control. It's the ability you have to follow rules or stick to a plan, even when it's hard, or maybe when you just don't feel like doing it. It's about consistent action, whether you feel motivated that day or not.
That sounds like a key skill for, pretty much anything.
Yeah.
Especially learning a language. It's the difference between, say, studying only when you're in the mood versus studying every day because you've made a commitment. Like,
Right.
you need discipline to practice English every day, even when you are tired or busy.
Absolutely. And discipline builds habits, right?
Yeah.
And habits make things easier over time because they reduce the mental effort needed to start. For instance, having discipline helps me focus on my studies instead of, getting sidetracked by my phone.
Yeah, that happens.
It keeps you committed almost automatically after a while.
Okay, so it's about choosing to control yourself.
Okay.
Got it. Now, if you have that control, you also need the drive, the engine behind it. Our next word feels related to discipline, but maybe more about the internal fire, determination.
Yes, determination. That's a great way to put it. Determination is that strong desire, that will you have to achieve a goal, even if it takes a lot of hard work and time. Discipline is maybe how you act. Determination is why you act. The text says success needs time, hard work, and determination.
You can often see determination in people, can't you? That intense focus. For example, she showed great determination to get the highest score in the class, studying late every single night for months. You could tell she really wanted it. Her will was strong.
Exactly. And that strong will is what gets you through the long haul. Think about sports or a big career goal. Winning the long race requires high determination. You have to decide deep down that you're going to keep pushing, no matter what difficulties come up.
That idea of actively keeping going, pushing through, that brings us nicely to another keyword, perseverance. The text says, people with a strong mindset show perseverance when others give up. It sounds a bit like determination. What's the difference, really?
That's a really good question. They are close. But if determination is the strong decision or the desire,
Right.
then perseverance is more the physical act of continuing. It's continuing to try to achieve something despite the difficulties, despite delays. It's that steady effort over time.
Okay, so perseverance is like determination in action.
You could say that, yeah.
So if you've decided you want to learn English, that's determination, then perseverance is actually sitting down for the lesson, even when you keep making mistakes or finding it hard.
Precisely.
For example, his perseverance paid off when he finally got the promotion after playing 6 times. He just kept trying.
That's it. Perseverance often tells a story of struggle followed by success. Another example, very relevant for our listeners. Learning a musical instrument or mastering a new language takes a lot of perseverance.
Oh, definitely.
You hit loads of wrong notes or say lots of incorrect sentences before you get it right.
Right. So those 3, discipline, determination, perseverance, they feel like the action parts of mental toughness. But you also need the right mindset, the attitude to fuel it all. Okay, let's talk attitude. What about optimism? The article calls it another part of toughness.
Optimism, yeah. It's simply being hopeful, isn't it? Being confident about the future. It's about believing that tomorrow can be better, just like the text says. I mean, without optimism, why would you even bother to persevere? It's that belief that the effort is actually worth it.
That positive outlook is so powerful, I think. It helps you reset after something goes wrong. Like, even after a very bad day at work, she always approaches the next morning with optimism. She believes tomorrow can be different.
Yeah, it's like an internal energy source, for example. Having optimism gives us the energy to continue working toward our difficult goals.
Yeah.
If you don't believe deep down that you can succeed, well, your motivation just disappears, doesn't it?
It really does.
It's the foundation for bouncing back, for resilience.
That actually leads really well into the challenge of keeping that focus, especially today. Let's look at an adjective from the article about focus. Distracted.
Distracted, yes. If you are distracted, it just means you can't focus properly because your attention is being pulled away by something else. Could be noise, could be a phone notification, could even be just a worry inside your head. The text reminds us to stay on your path without being distracted. Mental toughness involves learning to filter those things out.
That's such a common challenge for anyone studying, I think. If you get easily distracted, your study time just isn't very effective. For example, the loud music from the street made me feel distracted during my homework, and I kept losing my place. You just can't concentrate.
And for our students learning English, just recognizing what distracts you is a really important first step. A very modern example would be something like, try to stay off your phone, maybe silence notifications so you won't be distracted while you're reading or studying.
Good advice.
It takes that discipline we mentioned earlier, doesn't it?
It really does. Okay, so going through all these words, adversity, discipline, perseverance, it shows that building mental toughness isn't quick. It takes time. So finally, we come to a great word that kind of wraps up the whole timeline, endure.
Endurance. Yes. Endurance is the ability to keep doing something difficult, often physically or mentally demanding, for a long time, a really long time sometimes. It measures how much you can handle over months or even years. The article says it's about progress, endurance, and the ability to rise again after every fall.
We often think about endurance physically, don't we? Like running a marathon, for example. Physical endurance is necessary for long hikes or, running a race that goes on for hours.
True, but the mental side is just as vital. Actually, physical challenges often depend heavily on mental strength. Think about studying. Finishing the long university course, which lasted 4 years, required tremendous mental endurance.
Yeah, 4 years is a long time.
It took sustained focus, sustained effort year after year to get to the end.
Wow, what a fantastic set of words we've covered today, all connected to being strong both in life and, importantly, in your English studies. Keep practicing your English with determination, repeat this lesson often, and we will see you next time.